So many people, they're not aware of the evolution that's happening in the crypto industry. It may not look like much right now. We look at things through such a narrow scope, and we really downplay a lot of the developments and innovations that are taking place. And this is the reason why it's so important that Cardano has done the things that it's done. While it hasn't really led to, massive booms in price, at least as of late, understand that it is a fundamental reason why Cardano will be around from cycle to cycle and why it may become the biggest player in the crypto space. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So this is so much why I talk about the long game, long-term projections, cycle after cycle, ADA being around for the next big boom in the crypto market. These advancements, partner chains, stables coming to the ecosystem, stuff like that, it may not seem that exciting, that glamorous. And I get it. We're here at a time where it's all about hype and FOMO and charts and all these things, right? But as the industry becomes more mature and we start to see a different type of investor enter the space, we're going to enter a more tech-driven era. And I don't think people realize that. I know I talked about this in a video probably like a few months back. And why this is in fact so important is people forget the utility that is actually coming to the crypto ecosystem. So this was actually a good post by Angry Crypto Show. And this was actually Charles Hoskinson, in fact, talking about this evolution in the crypto industry. And this is something that I really want you guys to hear.
The industry is going to grow from about $3 trillion conservatively to 10 to 20 trillion, according to a lot of different industry insiders like Citigroup and Chase and others over the next 10 years, principally because the next value flow is going to be things like intellectual property, real estate, tokenized securities, all kinds of things like that. The challenge in our industry is we don't have good standards for this.
So it's about tech, tech, tech. What can you do? What can you follow through? Do you have the tech that is necessary for all these big things to come online within the space? And the big thing that we've seen is that most blockchains in the space, they can't handle it. Either the networks get too congested, the fees are too high, they're not scalable enough, they have security issues. That's why, we keep going back to this fact that Cardano is a blockchain that I don't want to say is perfectly built, but it's perfectly built, right? It's actually built for adoption. It's built for expansion. It's built to be able to run this underlying infrastructure that is necessary for the blockchain industry to come online in a big way. And what you're going to notice is as we get into the, maybe later on this market cycle, but specifically next market cycle, the one that basically closes out this insane decade of crypto, you're going to see those different types of investors come into the space. You're going to see the advanced utility enter the blockchain space in a big way. Right now, guys, is the pilot program. This is the test, the proof of concept. And we know that Cardano has been following through a lot of these different proof of concepts now. And what this means long-term is you're going to see the projects that have good tech, that have made good headway, that can handle the necessities of an evolving industry are going to be the ones that thrive, and the ones that frankly are crap kind of fall by the wayside, right? We're going to enter, going to escape an era of meme coins and AI pumps and things like that. And it's going to be all about tech. So this is why it has in fact been so important that Cardano has done what it's done. Now, what does that specifically mean for ADA price? It's really tough to gauge, right? My projections for this market cycle have consistently been between $7 to $15 ADA. It would not surprise me at all if that ends up being the case. Again, there's been so many developments that have happened. Obviously, the introduction of a large stablecoin, whether it be RLUSD, USDC, USDT, whatever it may be, is going to help bring additional liquidity to the ecosystem. Obviously, the bridge between Bitcoin and Cardano is going to be a big one. There's a lot of things that in this cycle can pump price nonetheless. But really, when we start talking about the following cycle, that's where things can get absolutely insane. Because if you are a tech giant at that point, if you can handle these things, you can separate yourself from the pack. That's where, when we start talking about ADA trying to make a run at, the top 5 or the top 3 or the top 1, frankly, it's a discussion that at that time we'll probably be having, unless there's some big hiccup or some other tech comes along that just dominates everything else. But there hasn't been, because you haven't been able to do all the things necessary: cheap fees, scalability, security, decentralization, 4 things, right? So the point I want to make is, although it's pretty easy to get stuck in the now narrative, the now times, it's all about hype and that sort of stuff, it's going to change over time. Remember, as we get into mass adoption, things will in fact slow down. And that means that, meme coin launches, new projects entering the space, they're going to be harder to get off the ground. And the ones that are the giants at that time are the ones that are really going to be getting the big focus. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I appreciate you as always. I want to hear your thoughts. How do you think this industry is going to evolve? Do you think Cardano is going to be a major player at that time? What does that mean for the future of this ecosystem in general? So have a great day. Show your love below. Let me know your thoughts. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.